It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Dart. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
A gain of 12 results in a first down.
Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, here's Dart. Rush coming, and he's taken down. George Karlaftis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Dart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. When you look at this defense, they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Dart. Hyatt there to grab it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Our home team, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They run once more with Corum. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Now Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Ready? Now a 2nd and 10. Willis looking to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now Dart. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! George Pickens, 48 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Our home team, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Blake Corum, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, Dart. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Dart. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
To the air, Dart. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. He's got his guys a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then you're...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Visitors 21. Our home team 7.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Pass complete to Addison. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and 12. To throw now, Dart. Throw left side, complete. That's Tucker. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and his early strike. That was hit on the return. It's a loose football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Out toward the sideline, and it's Addison with the catch.
A gain of 4 yards. Complete to number 3, Jordan Addison. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw again. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Corum. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses. I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And it is caught down the right sideline and all the way in for the touchdown. Blake Corum, he scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big time play.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
Well, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
First down, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing his dart. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3. Now they'll audible to something else. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
To throw is Dart. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run straight ahead with Corum. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Running left, Corum. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll drop the throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That one good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Corum. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A Up the middle, here's Corey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he stopped immediately there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13 and also the 1st down. They run over center with Mitchell. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. A gain of 12. Result is a 1st down.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the... And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.